Did that work?
Alright, you're popped up back live again.
That was weird. That was super
That
weird.
happens every now and then.
It showed on my studio that we were online. It had a brief moment of saying that it was having a hard time communicating, but said that we were still streaming. And yet we weren't. So we apologize. So, with that in mind, if nobody wants to vie for inspiration,
I will.
sure, go for it.
Since I actually don't have inspiration. So last time the party went, well, they didn't go anywhere. They still stayed in the city because there was a festival going on, so everybody was doing their own thing. Red ran into her old friends who said that they have found her mother alive, and so Red, with the permission and in support of the party, has left, and instead now there's new character Rivia, who is a Robin who has come in saying that she really needs help from the party, and is willing to help them with whatever they need. Also, some of the members of the party got high on shrooms.
You're welcome.
Which was very entertaining. And that's all I can remember because it was a while ago.
All right. Yeah, we're having some festival fun. For those who don't know, that this is the festival for Ardea, who is the Ardea the Dawn Mother. She's a neutral good aligned goddess of life and light. And this is kind of like a close of summer festival, more than like a opening of fall. It's like close of summer. And you guys have played the cup game. You have wrestled bears. And defeated the bear very quickly.
Yep. Hey, we didn't want to hurt poor bear.
I'm really damn good.
Yeah, we did very good and right by the bear. Screw the asshole who was abusing him.
Gwen is in the chat saying that she'll be here as soon as she can. Yeah, and you guys said your goodbyes, said your hellos, and now you are in the tavern enjoying some delicious food and some nice company. Anything
Yeah,
you
we
guys
got
would like to do?
like a giant crawdad boil, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
Seafood boil.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Anything you guys would like to do?
Yes, but also no.
Sorry, I'm watching a video that Hannah got featured in from Orlando Comic Con.
MegaCon, yeah.
MegaCon. She was there as Link.
Ooh, nice.
It was fun. It was weird
Wait,
being...
so we finished knocking the bear out, right?
Oh yeah, you guys are
Nice.
currently at the tavern called the Defiant Pixie, where you have been confronted by this individual known as Rivia, who is in need of your help, and has said that she's willing to help you guys in the meantime, while she needs help finding out where her family is after her home is burned to the ground.
Also, didn't Cinzy's accidentally inhale the whole mushroom?
Yes.
Can't remember what happened after that.
Someone bumped into her, and when she went to lick it, it did not be licked.
I'm not experiencing a bad trip, but I am tripping right now.
Oh, that's right. You rolled really well.
Yeah. So like, shiny, your
No.
feathers are like multi-chrome as I look at you, and I'm like,
Low on the attempt to lick, but high on the con save.
Mhm.
It's like, well, at least one thing went to plan.
I know Shaori and Changa are tripping off of licks.
You guys are just enjoying the Chonga is still
Chonga is
very much
Wow.
yeah.
Yes.
She's a moth. She's doing moth things.
Okay, what do I see when I turn to look to Rivia?
To Rivia. Rivia, you are a typical, Robin designed, character with the red breast just poking out from your corset and the beautiful brown feathers, but that is not what Zinzi sees. Zinzi's, those are some very bright colors. It's like that red is a vibrant beacon. Like, there's a glow to the brown, and the feathers almost seem to be like waves fluctuating. Super trippy.
The beacons of Gondor are lit.
Gondor calls for aid!
Gondor calls for aid.
Zinzi's calls for aid!
Sitting here watching this and going,
Great.
oh god, Gerald's cloak that has the stars underneath is on the inside up. So the stars are on the outside right now.
I turn to look at Gerald and I see like shooting stars flying off of him, and I'm like,
This is why we can't meet new people.
I don't quite understand what's happening.
please.
Rivia, make me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Gerald's face is just like a disappointed bear. It's just like,
12.
I remember doing this in the woods when I was young. It was a bad time. He lived in the mountains. You don't think he found some strange mushroom and just ate it because it was there? They barely were surviving.
Zinzi's, what are you currently wearing?
I'm wearing my town's guard uniform.
That's
from
what I thought.
Meadowfen.
That's what I thought. Rivia, this very drug-addled squirrel is dressed like a guard. It's a little weird.
She's gonna lean over to Gerald. I don't think I quite understand. Is this how all guards act?
Gerald, that was directed at you if you missed it.
Gerald.
Gerald.
That comment was directed at you if you
Talking
missed
to
it.
We were describing Zinzi's, I just kind of like, no, sorry. Guys?
I'm sorry, but do all guards act like that? Or is it just her?
Zinzi's is exceptionally unique.
I pull up my trump and I start playing.
Oh,
Performance
Thaumaturgy,
check with
so it's
disadvantage.
quieter.
Performance check with disadvantage. You're drugged.
Gerald's just the musician lamenting, it's never in tune.
I rolled pretty fucking well. 15.
15?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, yeah. No one would think that you would be able to. But you think you sound fucking amazing. And everyone else is like, okay, alright.
Tequila!
We do not need tequila, thank you.
She's been thaumaturgy muted, so only us can hear it, basically.
There is a moment where Finton looks over and just goes, are we all alright over here?
Olé!
everyone off table that my parents are in town and can walk in any moment.
Oh, honey. It's
They're already
rolling.
there.
Oh, you're so.
I'm fucked.
You're fine. Everything will be fine. Everything is fine. Oh, well, it's just kind of like it's been a strange week. Normally, she's the moral compass of the group. Not today. Not today.
Sometimes you need a break.
I wouldn't know. I don't think I've had a break since I came to the Alder Hall. Except in the spa, in a bag room.
That
It
was nice. I miss their library.
was the size of a house.
Oh my, that's a big drag room.
Yeah, some sort of fairy creature. We traveled here from the mountains in it.
And the inside was bigger.
Yes, it was indeed
It
bigger.
was fun.
Bigger on the inside.
Yeah. I chalk it up
How
to a
does
thing.
that work? That's very interesting.
I didn't ask. I heard, we were told it's some sort of fey creature, and I stopped asking questions.
Oh,
I have a feeling it was a magic door, that the door was attached to the bug, but the house was somewhere else.
oh, that would make some more sense.
Again, I stopped asking questions. It's like, I'm inside now. It's in a nice spa.
I never
have
stopped
to-
asking questions.
I have to
I
deal
love
with the
that.
trip we just went on. That was. Oh, he's kind of like rose his face, like, oh, there's so much I have to clue you in on now. Oh, I have to have a long conversation.
Very
Meeting,
sorry for dropping on you guys.
don't worry. I'm terrible at meeting new people. Well, I am. It depends. When it's new people I know are going to be sticking around for a while, it's bad because I know what I have to tell them at some point. And it's always an awkward conversation. You gotta look over at the very high Zinzi's, remembering that when he told her the very important information, she
She is now staring at the lamp with Changa.
Yeah, so when he told her the very important information, she pulled the gun on him. He also looked at everyone and mentioned, like, looks at back at Zinzi's. By the way, that trumpet is a gun.
Isn't that?
Yes.
Beware the trumpet.
It shoots
Oh,
magic.
no.
I think she just recharged it for the day unintentionally. Yeah, we find a lot of strange things in a very shop of a very strange.
Strange, but fun and exciting.
It certainly is.
Isn't that what exploring is all about, though?
I wouldn't know. I've never explored. This is the farthest I've ever been from home.
I love it.
Like,
We all travel individually when we come of age in our family.
interesting. Traditions. Those. I've
I
sort
don't
of
know my family's
explored
traditions.
I've explored for quite some time. This is the first time I've stayed in somewhere long enough to have people recognize me, which is usually a bad thing. But it's been beneficial so far.
While Gerald is talking to Rivia and kind of filling her in with stuff, Shauri is going to take some of the corn cobs that have been eaten and start carving them into dice.
No. We do have a place for you, and we have enough room. If we do find your family here, you all can stay there. We have a house now. That's also new. We have plenty of rooms. Dear Zinzi has opted for primarily closet because it's small, and she picked that, by the way. That wasn't us. She picked the smallest closet in the entire house as like, this is where I shall rest.
Zinzi's has not blinked for 2 minutes.
He'll kind of wave his hand in front of her eyes so that just to make her blink. And they'll go back to like what? Like yes, with water the eyeballs. Right, back to your lamp. You're doing the fucking owl thing.
I'm surrounded by 2 owls. I pick up behaviors.
Yup. Oh.
What we've been... Oh, God, what have we been up to? Oh, God, that's a complicated... We've technically been doing assignments for the Birdfolk Council in pertaining to trying to push back the fires and sort of end some conflicts. They seem to only make fires worse in that fires do things, people are displaced, some people will take advantage of those people, and that makes everything else worse, which diverts away resources that could be used to fight fires. Vicious cycle, terrible business. We're trying to sort of rearrange those things in our own ways. Currently,
I realized I was supposed to go to the fires.
We're getting there eventually, shall we? Don't worry. We're going to be doing some investigating.
Just her very wide eyes just...
I think you'll absorb that information a little better later.
carving away at those corn cobs.
Hold on. He does the.
Yes.
No, I have to be the... Why am I the sober one? Why am I...
Because you're no fun, Gerald.
It's so creepy that you can do that. I'm sorry. Like, it's amazing, but also I look down and all I see is, like, the... Play.
It's like rolling in a way. You know? Like close.
You just gotta do the wave.
Open. Close, open. Ah.
Don't get stuck in that mode.
Oh. Do it both ways.
Oh shit. That's hypnotizing.
Hannah inadvertently gives herself a fucking lazy eye. Fucking her with her eyes too much.
So,
well,
I need everyone, real quick, to make perception checks.
Perception.
Is mine with disadvantage because I'm drugged?
Sure.
I'm changing mine to an 18 by using my Invoke the Amaranthine dice.
Okay.
Alrighty.
This is 18 plus. 22.
Zinzies, those lights are very pretty. Sherry, 20, okay.
22.
22, okay.
Also 22.
Okay, Gerald, 22. Rivia?
14.
14. All right. So,
I'm doing a different set of dice because these ones are mad at me now.
All right. For
They were
Zinzies.
Now they're like, you betrayed me.
For Zinzies, the lights are very pretty. You and Changa are just zoned. Shari, Gerald, and Rivia. You guys are chatting, you're looking around, you're enjoying the music, and you happen to notice a figure walk in through the door on their way into the Defiant Pixie. Rivia, this is someone you have never met before. Shari and Gerald, you see a Corvum. Lowers the hood, very familiar, walks into the tavern. Give it a minute. Because all of a
I
sudden
think I know what's happening.
Hold the fuck up!
Yep.
Excuse me, bitch.
Like fucking excuse me?
I'm trying, but the computer's not cooperating.
That son of a bitch.
Okay, son of a bitch. So you're pulling what he did to us. On
What he did to y'all last Thursday with me.
In my defense, I had already messaged him being like, hey, you want to do this? When that happened.
Yeah. It's like, oh, so you took my height. So
Like, were you reading my mind?
great minds think alike, sort of thing. There he is.
There it is.
Heyo!
Eh.
Our favorite butt face.
You
Galen.
son of a bitch.
He did the same shit to us on Neil did. He just
Okay, because since Zinsley doesn't see shit at the moment, I'm gonna go grab some food.
Okay, that's totally fine. And it looks like he's frozen because his
Oh,
computer's
no.
acting up.
What a screen to freeze on, too.
Uh-huh,
Just
and I think
that-
it's amazing.
Yeah, that was perfect.
hello, motherfuckers.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh my god, yes, I am sending that to him.
Oh,
there
no.
we go.
No,
And
Enjoying
he's gone! Aha!
Well, it was a wonderful guest appearance by our late. There he is.
Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work?
Only since you asked nicely.
We tried to make this like super cool thing and technology went, nope.
Nope, not happening.
It's just like we cannot repeat the awesomeness that was Thursday.
Unfortunately, not.
Galen, you have just walked into the Defiant Pixie. You've navigated the crowds in the festival in search for your group of friends that you know have been staying at the Defiant Pixie. At least they were before you when you saw them last. And you look around and you notice sitting at a table a group of friends, couple of strigs, a squirrel doing weird shit staring at a wall, a hedgehog oblivious enjoying her tea, no fox, but a robin and a weird looking bug.
Also staring at Slip.
Yeah, both Changa and Zenzi's have migrated their eyesight from the lamp to the wall now.
Just so you know, Brian is on the way. He's stuck in traffic. And Alice is trying to finish an essay before joining us. But Changa is in the room.
She
Changa
in
is
college now.
She's doing colleague now.
Forjo College.
Corvum friend! Over here!
Ah.
I'm waving a corn cob in the air.
Wait, ravens love corn. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, laid before you is a giant seafood boil that covers our entire table with like everything.
Several seafood boils that covers our entire thing.
Yeah, because Zenzi's got the munchies.
Good to see you all again. There are new people.
Yes, this is Rivia. She literally just joined us about 10 minutes ago. We've agreed to help her find her family, and she's in turn going to help us.
Where's Red?
So you know the people who kidnapped her?
Yes.
They returned in more peaceful talks, and apparently they were able to track down her mother, who she thought was dead. Complicated, or as if she's part, and to go find her mother and have seaside adventures and find out what the fuck actually happened. Which I cannot encourage enough. So they're off. You might pass them on the way up here, but you're also here. What's on fire?
I assure you nothing is on fire. Yet.
Nothing like a
Like, you, like, all of you who know, well, actually, all of you can tell that Galen looks a little, just a tad gaunt. It's just very reminiscent to what your body does when you're heavily stressed. Like, imagine working like a 50,
Molting.
like molting just a little bit every now and then, just a feather just goes, whoop. The sort of stress like what happens when you work a 50-hour week.
Mm.
You look just physically almost dead to the world.
Yep, been there.
Oh, it is so... Rivia, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Galen.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Galen. My name is Olivia.
Looks over to Zinzi's. Did she get into the mushrooms again?
Yes,
So Shellery,
they were mine.
me and Shellery had a fun day of emptying out our bags of holding. I found several very expensive, very rare bottles of wine, some gold, and a couple other things. She found a bag full of mushrooms.
Just
That-
to
Nope.
remind you, the mushrooms came from the duck of many things.
I was. Yep, that's exactly what. They actually came out of an egg that we got from Sprinkle.
Sprinkle has a duck that lays eggs that do random things, which is expected of him.
As soon as you mentioned Sprinkle, like, Galen immediately just pinches the bridge of his nose.
Yep, that one.
So I'm assuming that you guys get into all kinds of fun adventures.
As you
Fun
say,
trouble.
that, so River, you see movement in Galen's robes. Looks like something slithering around. Don't worry, it's absolutely fine. And out pops a tiny head of a pseudo dragon.
To cuties with you.
Yeah, Sunkissed very rarely.
Look at how tiny and cute it is. Oh, little baby.
Sunkissed, you be nice. It kind of just like he kind of looks up to you. She's a friend. She's a friend. It's fine. Notices the moth.
That is Chunga.
She's like,
So the questions we're asking, I can immediately see them, is what, from where, and why? We haven't quite pinned that down yet. She isn't entirely certain. We're trying to figure out where she comes from so she can return at some point. Why? We found her in the woods on the way back from you know where. Because he kind of looks over at Rivia like, he looks kind of motions answers Rivia and gives him a face of, I haven't told her yet. She's been here 10 minutes. I haven't dropped that bomb yet. It's like, so also we found a bagworm spa. Great big worm.
Pretty
Found-
big spot.
Not another worm.
Not that kind of worm. It's like a big snail thing. It's got this spa on its back. It's some sort of fey creature. There's a little person in there. They were very nice. It's a lovely spa. Nice library. Great acoustics, I have to say. We found the Chonga, and we brought the Chonga with us, and now they are with us, and they are staring at the land. They're very nice. Very.
Galen, you can make a history check about the bagworm spa if you want.
Lindo earlier. He was so fun.
25.
Nice.
25? What was your
I-
what was your natural roll?
17. I have a +8.
Rumors.
No.
All you've heard is rumors of a traveling inn that seems to leave no destruction in its path. You don't really know much else. It is a very high DC to know anything about this thing. It just kind of appears.
And 25 did not. Wow.
It's just like.
You see Galen kind of like puzzled. What? You managed to just stumble across a legendary traveling establishment. out of.
Yeah. Are you really that surprised?
No, I'm just no, I'm just rather
Humble.
perplexed that I leave you all of you for a week.
It's been about 2 or so.
It's been about a week. It's only been about a week.
Oh, since we've been back.
Between travel and getting your stuff and helping the kid. Helping the kid just took one night. It
Yeah,
just
that was
seemed
it was a
like
very
sessions.
long time. Oh, we also took down, considering our shared history, you may know this name. Do you know the name of Old Thomas?
You can make a history check.
Is it? Okay, yeah, sure. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The inn that you first met these guys outside of was kind of like his business front. He was your standard gang thug asshole who ran a gang known as the Takers.
Right, I do
Who
remember that.
tended
Yeah.
to squeeze local businesses into paying him protection money, as well as basic thievery and such like that.
Okay. Again, please tell me that you dealt with this rather deplorable creature.
Well, he's in prison, or at least in the jail right now. So he kind of taps his fingers together because he can almost feel like he can almost feel Gwen glaring because of what he did was really dumb. So it turns out the shack where we found Ramona and her siblings was a safe house for Tommen and his crew. They were allowed to stay there because they were pickpockets for him. We removed them from that situation. Tommen called in the debt to Ramona in order to help him plan a heist to try and break into Avery's weapons store. Her magical weapon and item collection, which I don't think would have gone well for them at all. But
No, I don't imagine so.
I spotted Ramona wandering down towards the roofs, having a very familiar to me look on her face of someone far too in over their head. So I followed her and found her in Tommen's office where he was dictating these things to her. Got in a fight. Took one of them hostage. He grabbed her and ran with a couple others. I captured the third. I found his black book with all of his business dealings, including, with the help of Showery here.
Oh yeah, I made a copy.
Several copies, I think, at this point. Two so far. The original copy is with Conrad, as well as a list.
No, that's a copy. I have the original.
Oh, that's fair. There's a couple of them. Conrad has one of the copies because it's Conrad. I also delivered a list of crooked guards to Speaker Warren, Knight Feather. Warren?
Warwick.
Warwick. He kind of pauses and looks at Galen. Knight Feather. That's another subject. Galen knows that that's Gerald's surname that he has had for like forever. It's like that's another subject. gathered to them, found out that Tommen had made the grave error of not only blackmailing our dear Ramona, but also kidnapping the twins. So we got Ramona, we got the twins, we Zinzi's and Shari, being the clever ones that they are, got through the sleep powder at Tommen, knocked him clean the fuck out, and we dragged his sorry ass to jail with overwhelming mountains of evidence. I also turned the thug that I had captured, and now he works for me, helping me keep an eye out for trouble.
Right.
And that's within the last 2 days. We also have a house now.
Galen pulls out a silver flask. You're all a bunch of fucking reprobates. I hope you know that.
You know how I was raised. Are you surprised at all?
Hold that thought. I am going to cast Remove Curse on Zinzi's to kind of alleviate the high.
Roll Arcana.
Like, that's the closest thing I have in my spell list that
I'm
might
not
work.
cursed. I'm just drugged.
She needs a lesser restoration.
Yeah. I just want to. I want you to roll Arcana to see if you would realize that.
Technically, I think I can do that.
27?
It's not gonna work.
Not gonna work. The
You're
only
gonna
thing that I
need
can...
some cleric shit.
At that point, he'll go, shall we?
Yes, Galen.
I'm sure that she's having an amazing time chasing whatever fairies of fancy that she is currently chasing. But at the same time, I would like to see Zinzi's sober while I'm here.
Also, Zinzi's make a perception check with disadvantage. It cut out.
14.
There we go. I think it was just on the tail end of trying to come back online when you notice that Galen is trying to sober you up. You also can hear your mother's voice coming down the stairs. Make a stealth check!
I can't get up.
And she's on the ground.
Oh no! The first fall of a new chair!
At least this won't occur because the chair broke.
Are you okay, honey? Okay.
You take your time.
All right.
Question, is this at disadvantage?
I'll say it's a straight roll because now the fear of the gods is within you. So it's a straight roll.
Really, Sarah? Straight roll? I'm gay.
Suffer with a straight roll.
9!
9. You feel pretty hidden. Everyone else can see the tip of her bushy tail.
Cindy's? We have a visitor, and do you want to be sober to see them?
Mom's coming down the stairs.
Can I do a perception
Uh-huh.
check to see
Go
if
ahead,
that's actually
immediately.
happening?
Sure.
Do you all often hide from your parental figures?
A natural 1. Natural 1. You have no idea. You're just like, where?
Oh wait, no, I'm gonna turn it into a 6. Have that left.
So
hang
much
on.
better.
Right?
That's a complicated
percent.
question.
10 total. There, 10 total.
10 total. As you're looking around, you're like, no, she's. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, yes, she is.
Oh.
Sorry, fix it.
Okay.
Sorry, fix it. Yeah. This is a country mother. Fix it now.
You might want. Do you want to be sober for your mother or not?
I
I'll
think
take that as a yes. Lesser restoration.
Imagine she just like cups her cheeks, and because squirrel cheeks are so poofy, just goes.
Galen's gonna turn to Rivia. Well, some of us do not have parental figures, so we have that luxury.
That's a complicated question. It's a complicated.
You hear, as coming down the stairs, Mom going, "Come on, Paisley, we're going to miss the telling of the story. We have to go. You don't need to bring the
that's
book.
a soccer mum if I've ever heard
You
it.
don't need to bring the book. Put the book down. You don't need. Okay, I guess we're bringing the book."
Sorry, Paisley is Mary Bennett from Pride and Prejudice. Okay.
And
Must always have book.
Just at the tail end of that casting, you hear Showery whisper to you, "I am so sorry."
Yeah.
also, that's a soccer mum voice if I've ever fucking heard one.
Also,
How are we
What is-
handling the FOMO, Gwen?
That bus was driving so slowly. I want to get home.
I just
Uh-huh.
kept peeking over at the chat, and I just saw, oh, it's buffering so bad, and oh my god, is this real?
Because of a holiday, there's usually a rapid line that goes like 20 times faster, and it just wasn't running today. So I was like, ah! And then Mitch popped up, and then Pseudo Dragon. I was like, ugh. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead, continue.
Yes. So you all can now see. When you are at the table, you can now also see. Zinzi's mom is coming down the stairs, followed
Dizzy's mom has got it going on.
God, no!
Oh, that was great.
Oh, that calls for inspiration. I've ever fucking heard.
Yes,
Yes,
it
I agree.
fucking does.
also,
I'm inspiration already.
also, you all need to look
Take
directly
a
at the chat.
spare. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, have to.
Also, you guys need to look directly at the Facebook chat. This is the best thing I have ever found.
I love that. I've seen that. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
I keep waiting for
necrohamster.
someone to try it.
Oh my god, yes, the necrohamster.
Don't you mean necromancer? No.
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 I mean,
Oh my god.
Oh, right.
First of all, now that Brian's saying, Galen is gonna run and give Gwen a big hug.
Oh, hello, dear. I've been here eating at the table this whole time.
in Facebook, Gwen really enjoys her seafood. She's just been tearing into these crabs.
I really do. These shrimps are delicious.
I may have some of that later.
I've been updating, dear Galen, of our given of our adventures. I.e., by adventures since we left, I mean the last 2 days, which has been very eventful. I've introduced him to Rivia and Chunga, who is still staring at things, and we have just showed these. Her family is also approaching rapidly, so try not to scare them, please. For her sake, she might shoot us.
So, Zinzi's is sobered up.
Zinzi's?
Unfortunately.
Zinzi's, you can see your mom, your dad, your little sister have come down the stairs. Your mom has like the typical like day at Disney pack
god, my mom's a Disney adult.
She's got
no!
she's got like the water skins.
Oh god.
She's
And the
got a
itinerary map,
she's got a backpack for all of the
waters and snacks,
souvenirs.
and sunscreen.
The souvenirs are gonna buy. She's prepared. As she's coming down the stairs, your dad is his typical, like, I guess I'm doing this now. And your
He's in his
sister
overalls.
has refused to put down her book. It's coming with her.
Good on Paisley. Good on Paisley.
Yes. Oh,
As
sorry.
they head down the stairs, are you still underneath the table?
Yes.
I think your tail's still sticking up though, because though you are sober, you still
I'm
did.
kind of stuck now, guys.
Do you need help?
You're watching as your family, your mom and your dad, are just like business mode walking past. Your sister gives you one of those from under the table
I'm just like,
and keeps walking. It's just one of those, okay.
hey, sister. This is why you're my favorite sibling.
Your mom rolled a 5 and your dad rolled a 4. So
Oh,
not-
thank fuck.
But your
Somehow.
sister rolled an 18.
Observant shot.
Bean. She's a really smart bean.
Mom has vacation brain all the time. Just
Oh
like,
my-
all right.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Vacation brain.
But you all did hear that they mentioned listening to the story of the Amarantine as they were heading out, if that was something that you wanted to join. Also, Zinzi's, you know that it's about 12:30 now, which means soon is the archery show. The competition that you enrolled in.
I guess it's good that I sobered you up.
Oh, no, that would have been hilarious.
Instead of
I think
shooting
I
an
would've
arrow.
done a good job, honestly.
Depending on
Hey,
the.
Galen.
Hi,
Hey,
Zinzi's.
there.
Oh wait, we know.
Wait. I go and I poke his beak to make sure he's not a hallucination.
Make a no. He feels very real.
It's
Pat.
You're sober, dear.
Whack.
it's me, Zinzi's. It's nice to see you again.
Ooh,
I should be shocked to find some of you under the influence, but you know what? Given our group, not that surprised.
Oh, that's surprised, really. No. Also, I don't know if I glazed over or not. We actually have a house now.
You did mention.
Yes, we just recently got it furnished.
I need a workshop.
We're still
Holds
arranging.
up her like half-finished dice made out of corn cob.
We're still working out. We're still moving around furniture a bit, but yes. Rivia,
Yes.
if the story time is going to begin soon, he just kind of gets his rubs his hands very almost deviously. Should we provide musical accompaniment for story time?
You'd think they'd have that
Because
planned.
if it is a story time, they probably already have minstrels.
Possibly. Doesn't have
If they don't, I don't want to immediately imply that we are supposed to give music.
But did they ask?
If they ask, then yes.
Because we're going to check that
Look,
out.
I may be a bard, but I'm not going everywhere saying, "Oh, look at me! I'm the best minstrel in the world."
I like your attitude, Rivia.
Galen immediately looks to Gerald. You could learn a thing or
Judge
two.
me in my sparkly stuff.
Two forms of judgment right there.
No, instantly just going. You see, Gerald, humility.
Aloe vera.
Pour the tea.
Pour the tea.
Look, y'all are lucky I'm not a glamour guard. There would be
That
no,
is
there would,
so
no,
true.
there would be no subtlety to him ever.
You know
It
what
could
I
be
need
worse.
to
We
see
could have
now?
Scanlan Shorthall.
Oh shit!
Hello.
No, Brett.
I'm telling the story
Put-
now.
Put the cube away, Scanlan. Good God.
It's not that
I
kind of
need to
story.
see-
So
I
what
need
would you
to
like
see
to?
a Disney character based off of the matchmaker from Mulan. It's
Oh my God.
specifically a drag queen.
Fantastic.
Mulan.
I
I
just
need to see it now.
whenever someone talks Scanlan Shorthalt, though, like my mind immediately just goes. So what is it you would like to do to cause a scene? I would like to be a Tyrannosaurus, or I would like to be a Triceratops, and everyone goes, "What?"
I'm gonna kill everyone in this motherfucking house.
This remind me, my Pathfinder group has an Ichthyosaur, is our ranger's pet.
Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, we had to go to a place called Earth Navel, which is a hole in the ground. Go through the hole, the maze-like hole in the ground. Come out the other side, we're in Lostport. There's just dinosaurs everywhere, and we went and grabbed one. And my character and the ranger's character are together, and they decided that for their anniversary every year, they're gonna go back down there again for the fucking dinosaurs.
I will call you Squishy, and you shall be mine, and you will be my Squishy.
Be my squishy.
No. But they did,
To a
they
giant
did Squish.
Ankylosaurus.
They did an Ankylosaur named Squish, and his favorite thing is potatoes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Call him Squish because he squishes literally everything.
All right. As you guys are sitting here, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you're right. I did roll to see if this could happen. But suddenly, through the tavern door, a albino raven flies in with someone's half-eaten corn on a cob. on my shoulders.
Roll a sleight of hand for the bird.
We'll see how much of it they get.
I believe a raven's dex bonus is +3.
I think so.
Very nimble bird.
That's a 21 total.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's got that corn on the cob, and no one's following him. That is his now.
Felix, did you steal that?
Oh.
If I
I mean, granted, again, you know how he was raised.
actually, like if I remember correctly, I have a telepathic link to my familiars, don't I? So technically,
It's not
like,
so much that you talk to each other, but you're able to feed off and read each other's emotions.
yeah.
That's a very happy bird. It's very proud of itself.
He got a score, man.
And Tezra, and this is Felix. He's my familiar.
Oh, he's very beautiful.
He's a little asshole sometimes, let me tell you.
You get an indignant response in your head.
Oh, you know it's true. Don't even go there. Well, I'm on. I suppose you could call this a day release. So,
Considering everything, yes. Are you sure you are now? Are you sure you weren't followed?
Yes, I believe it or not, I would not follow anybody else. So,
Well, that's good. This makes no sense to anyone outside of context, but there's not time for that. We have festivities to enjoy.
yes, we do.
Let's
If
see.
you guys listen, you can hear a light, airy, almost bell ringing in the distance, and you see a few people grab their drinks, laughing, enjoying their conversations, and start heading out the door. Not everybody, but some people.
I hope you all don't mind. I'm going to go outside, probably for a little bit before the story starts. I'm probably going to just play some music and see if I can rack up some money. I've unfortunately spent a lot trying to get here.
If you're running with us, that won't be an issue. But by all means, go right ahead. But if you work with us, he kind of like we were given the house and paid a lot of money. It's good work what we're doing, and it also actually pays well. But I always encourage a good bard to. I do the same thing. I sort of make my rounds around the taverns here. Yes.
But I won't be long.
We'll finish up our food and we'll meet you out there after a bit.
And she will go and get her little ocarina. Toodly toodly toot.
All right, you go out and you find. Actually, make a perception check real quick. It's with advantage because it's pretty easy.
Okie dokie.
It's a low DC.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
20. Sorry, hold on. Okay, 27. I had to make sure that I did that right.
You step out and you see just crowds of people heading towards the center of the Canopy Market, where there have been garlands and ribbons all hung from this one point towards the center, drawing attention to this area. It's obviously where people are gathering to hear the story, and you're easily able to find a place where you can sit and busk for a little bit, waiting for the show to begin. Make a performance check with advantage.
That's a nat 20. So a
Ooh!
30.
Hey!
Oh.
You get all the coin.
Money.
I'm gonna get some of my... We're gonna do this right then. Where are you? 1, 2, 3. Natural 20s must be rewarded. 4. This is a festival of life and light. Everyone is enjoying themselves, having a blast, feeling that giving energy, and you end up making a lot of fucking gold. 110 gold.
Nice.
Woo!
Because I rolled really well, and obviously it's a natural 20, so I treated it like a crit. As
Make that money.
you have made some really good bank today. Busking. Anyone else doing anything while waiting for the show to begin?
I'm just eating crawfish boil until we have to leave the tavern.
Yeah, Gwen is also just like.
We're just tearing into all the shellfish.
Gwen
Galen,
never had food before.
Gwen and Zinzi's being like woodland little rodent creatures who have never eaten seafood before are tearing into the seafood platter.
Galen is going to go to the bar, grab a pretty big fucking tankard of ale.
Okay.
But like, he's going to ask, could I get it in like a traveling tankard maybe? So I can take it around.
Is a pint?
It comes in
Comes in
pints.
pint? I'm getting one.
I'm getting one. Look,
It's no worries. It's no worries. First off, it's a festival. Everyone's taking their fucking drinks out of the bar. Second, you and I are good men. It's Finton. He's the owner of the pub.
oh, right. Yeah. I was like, huh? No. It is good to see you again, Fenton.
And you? The
Just in a
fuck
good
have
day
you
or
been?
two. Long story, my friend. Long story.
Well, one day I'll have to hear it then.
Definitely behind closed doors. It is not something I want to talk about in public.
Maybe I don't want to know. Enjoy your drink. And he
Nothing like
pours it to you and starts to walk away.
What can I do?
I know that feeling all too well.
Please don't misunderstand this. Please don't misunderstand this.
No. He's done it now. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna cast message. Like, just instant telepathy. Just band of correlation bullshit. Let me put it that way. With just a stern look of a like.
His back is turned to you and he stops dead. Right? And keeps moving. Like he doesn't turn around, but you see that expression change.
I've completely missed the context. What are they, secret boyfriends or something?
I like that context.
Headcanon.
You know what? If you want to keep that context, go for it. I'm down.
A new
I was spaced
headcanon.
out eating sunflower seeds, and Fenton's just being bashful, awkward around you. I'm like, wait, are they gay for each other? Because I'm down for this.
It's one of those, it was a long story. Sure, you should tell me about it sometime. Behind closed doors. Maybe I don't want to know.
Oh, jeez. But, yep, he's gonna grab his tankard and grab a couple of shrimp
Okay.
and just look everyone going, well, I am ready when you all are.
Is everyone heading out to watch the storytelling?
Question: how long have we been here?
At the bar?
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Okay. I'll go, but I'm gonna be grabbing a handful of eaten corn cobs, and I would like to finish my dice set while waiting for the story.
Okay. Alright, you all head out of the tavern. Zinzi, are you, like, hiding behind anyone, or are you just staying under the table?
My parents and sister have officially left the building, and it's been a while since they left. I'll just walk out casually.
Okay, it's been a little bit.
Okay.
Gwen, what you doing?
Hello, dear. I've had a very relaxing day, and I've had so much food that I'm probably going to go rest my feet at the Casa de Us. However, I had a question for you, if you don't mind.
For the
Which deer?
narrative voice in the sky?
Yes, the booming voice in the sky. I rolled a 20 on my portent dice. Does that count as a natural 20 that I can use at any time?
That is
Or
how portent works, yes.
so it's not just a 20. Also, hello, dear. It's so good to see you. I just wanted to clarify that. In that case, Gwen is going to finish working on the hot tub.
Okay. And now starting to click. Yes, I believe very much in roll of fun. So, if someone rolls a natural 20 during their portent or amaranthine rolls, it stays a natural 20 when you use it later.
Eat.
Alright, Zinzies, like I said, you are totally good to come out without any fear. Are you bringing food with you? Is everyone bringing food?
Bet your ass I'm bringing a to-go basket of crawfish with me.
I just have a very serious question that I feel must be addressed first. Also have the chipmunk cheeks.
some of the spicier stuff with the crawfish, like, oh no, I have made a mistake. Of course, she acclimates to it, but just like it was a hot minute, she's like, I have made an error.
Alright, so you all follow the crowds
Or my insanity.
towards the center of town, where I hear talking from something.
Worse than zebra. Zebra.
Gerald, mute your
Coming
mic.
on Gerald. Is your mic picking something up?
Yeah,
He was watching that
yeah,
tape.
I thought it. Sometimes I hit the button and it doesn't do the button.
Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure I'm trying to avoid any copyright infringements on my stream. Yes, so you guys follow the crowds towards this beautifully decorated center. It's not quite a stage area because it's more like it is the center of town itself. And you're able to stand somewhere where you cannot be seen by Mother Dearest. If you so choose. And you all gather and see standing before you in the center a bunch of priests of Ardea from the local temple, decked in these fine sage green robes, all with these deep ivy laurels wrapped over their shoulders. Most of those present are like storks, I guess is the best way to put it. And you also see some smaller, like songbird like bird folk. You see it's a couple different bird folk gathered here, wrapped in these robes. And the tallest, the one who actually is in fact a blue heron, kind of steps forward, and as they do, the crowd comes to a hush. And they start to speak over this light musical accompaniment that's happening. Yes, Gwen?
Yes, I did want to again, dear. I'm on my balcony. Can I hear the story from a distance, or am I too far away?
They are using thaumaturgy. You can hear bits and pieces of it, because where you guys live it's not in the Canopy Market. You guys are closer to the Trunk Market than anything else.
Lovely, dear. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And with a bold voice, you hear, with the birth of Ardea and Titan, the world was set into motion. When there was nothing but barrens, the lands came alive with the coming of the Amaranthine, and the world began its endless cycle of life and death. Their arrival split the formless skies into night and day, night taken by Titan, day embraced by Ardea. They created the sun and the moon and the succession of light and dark, which emerged from their movements across the heavens and told all life to act and when to rest. Ardea and Titan were born from the opposite parts of the great rhythm, Each knows of the other existence, but they keep to their separate spheres, meeting only in early hours of dawn and the late hours of dusk to exchange dominion over the sky. In seasons of warmth, Ardea has greater reign over the sky, while in seasons of bitter cold, Titan's power increases. The two Amarantine created much of the life of the Humblewood. Ardea suffused the days with sun-loving flowers, plants, animals, while Titan baptized the night with insects and animals that embrace the dark. They birth sentient races, and from them all originate all birdfolk, the first of their children, followed shortly after by the humble folk. Originally, all birdfolk were the same. It was difficult to distinguish them from birds of the forest, as they even possessed the ability to fly. One day, the entire flock of birdfolk decided on a grand contest of gift-giving to prove which of them was most worthy to lead. Ardea agreed to act as judge. Whoever could present her with the greatest gift would become leaders among her children. For an entire season, birdfolk searched and scrounged, gathered and hunted, returning with trinkets, baubles, great gifts, great and small. Though Ardea commended all of her children for their gifts, only 5 were truly deserving of her boon. Gesme, Rhea, Hanera, Altis, and Clorin. These 5 became leaders of the birdfolk. They inspired tales, devotion, and gave the birdfolk races their distinct forms and skills. These great ones went on to become part of the great rhythm as keepers of nature's balance and protectors of birdfolk across Everden, eventually ascending and joining the Amarantine. It is for this reason that we give thanks to Ardea for these continued gifts that she has offered us, and it is for this reason that we give our celebrations on this day. Join us as we welcome the end of summer and celebrate Ardea and her bountiful gifts. Enjoy the festival. There is a scattering of applause. This music swells and picks up as people begin heading off and enjoying, searching for more games, more food. Dancing starts to lighten up in the streets, and you all are welcome to do as you please. I really, really fucking love the lore of this game. I'm sorry.
It's good.
What would you like to do?
Also,
Yes.
Prong is here.
I noticed a little. Yeah, I just don't want to get my chair because my room is covered in shit. And I just can't, so...
Do you want to bring in the rolling chair?
No, my back won't be supported, and I have back problems. We all have back problems.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It
So
does.
This will be the representation for my presence.
If it works, it works.
Yep.
Oh, a long cat!
Very long cat.
Right. I'm assuming Zinzi's is heading off towards the archery competition. As you can hear through the crowds, it's being announced.
Yes.
Anybody else have any location that they are headed to?
Probably the blacksmith. I have something to check on.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're going to be open or not. Just going to stroll by and see if they're open.
All right. Anyone else? I know Gwen is making a hot tub, apparently.
Finishing touches on the hot
Finishing touches on the hot tub. You've been working on it for a couple days.
tub. Yeah, she's not going to do any heavy lifting. Goodness dear, her back couldn't take it.
All right. Let's dive over to Zinzi's then. Is anyone joining Zinzi's to watch the competition? Alright. I know Zinzi's had applied for it. Rivia, I know you were separate at that time, but is it something that you would have signed up for or no?
Sure.
Okay. So Zinzi's and Rivia are participating, and I think everyone else was just watching. No one else signed up for it that time.
Mm.
Alright then. You come up to the competition grounds, and it is laid out like competition grounds. There are 4 different targets lined up, and there are 2 individuals currently in spots. There is a servant in one, who, if you don't know, that is the deer-like folk, but this is a straight-up moose. Like, this is a moose. There's no way
That's a
around
big
it.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge bitch.
Get out of my head!
There are 2 empty spaces in the middle, and in the 4th spot is a like a yellow goldfinch. And they are just, standing, waiting for the competition to begin. And you can see, if you look over to the side, judging it, Rivia, make a history check.
History has insights on you. Ugh. No, hold on. Okay. 11.
11. Okay. You can see a couple of the Town's Guard members, who are standing, watching as everything is getting set up, and you also see you don't recognize this individual, but from how everyone's reacting, you can tell he's obviously an individual of status. It looks to be a barn owl strig, in these deep navy blue robes with barely, it's more like a bronze than a gold lining to it. This looks like he's brought out his nicer robes, but it's still very materialistic. Like, it's military-esque.
Militaristic?
Yes.
Yes.
For some reason, that didn't sound right in my head. In style. And he is a very stoic individual, and he looks like he's just watching, waiting for it to start.
I think you meant militaresque.
Did I, Brian? Is that what I meant?
Militaristic.
Shut up, Brian, before we get a Tarrasque sent on us.
Honestly.
Asshole.
It's a mother Tarrasque.
You guys are about to have one of those, why is the DM rolling moments?
Yeah. Oh.
I just got here. What did I do?
My brain just kind of clicks. Oh, he's here. Oh. Ooh.
Yes, Zinzi and Galen and Gerald, you recognize as a Speaker Warwick.
Gerald.
He is the Speaker Councilman who is in charge of the... It's technically more like a police force, but he runs it like a military.
The leader of the Perch Guard, pretty much.
Yes, the Perch Guard. He's in charge of the Perch Guard and all military assets.
Gerald is going to stand upwardly.
Zinzi's and Rivia, are you stepping up to the different sections?
Yes, I'm gonna go in the middle.
Okay.
I'll go on to one next to her.
Okay.
I swear, if there's a fox archer, I'm done.
I've
Now,
listed
you
the only
you wouldn't see a
archers.
fox archer though.
He's a stork.
He'd be a stork.
He would be a stork. You're right.
So,
Also, you're giving
There's
feedback.
over here like you're revealing my plan. Stop it.
I have feedback from somebody. I don't know who.
It's coming from Mitch.
Is it?
Yeah. You're the one who always does feedback.
It only happens right after you talk, so I'm assuming.
We are. Oh, I'm not on mute.
Mm-mm.
Also,
Okay, fine.
DM.
We should get matching cow bikinis. Yes, we should.
I feel like there's context to this that I'm not getting.
I'm the one in the conversation, and I feel like I'm losing context.
No, okay, no.
I will. He will.
DM.
That-
What?
it was
What?
It was a train of thought that doesn't really need to be explained. But either matching cow bikinis or matching cow maid outfits, because that's a power move. Either way.
Alright, what were you trying to say, Paige? You're good, you're good. What's up?
Is longbow or short bow that I'm being provided?
You're actually, I would say short bow.
Okay, because I have to input a weapon to use.
Yes.
All right, I'm getting feedback from someone still.
It's a weird it's weird. It's going back and forth. Yeah, that. Alright, so you guys have your short bows. You are set up. A small groundhog like Mawpock goes around and collects your names and make sure he checks the list as he goes around, and then stands up on this pedestal and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the archery competition."
You went so high pitch, only dogs could hear you.
Yeah, your mic could not pick that up one bit. It was great.
I want to do this voice for him. Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear it? Damn it, I give up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not as fun. Welcome to the archery competition. It is time to meet our contestants. And he walks over to the moose. And he goes, "Please, introduce yourself, good sir." And the moose, who's got his short bow in his hand, just kind of turns around and goes, "Hey, name's Pete." And then just awkwardly turns back. Offers nothing else. The groundhog goes, "Well, yep, this is Pete. And hooray for Pete." A round of applause begins. Comes down the line over to Zinzi's and goes, "My dear, care to introduce yourself to the crowd?"
My name is Zenzies.
We are very succinct tonight. I like it. All right, everyone, give it up for Zinzi's. There's another burst of applaud. Comes over.
I've still got chipmunk cheeks, by the way. I stored some food for a bit.
You know, just in case you need it. It comes over to Revia and says, "And you, my dear, care to introduce yourself to the crowd?"
She'll turn around to the crowd and go, "Hello, my name is Rivia," and give like a flourishing bow.
"Welcome, Rivia!" And everyone starts to applaud. And last but certainly not least, we have, and points over to this short, tiny songbird, who pipes up, poofs up the chest and goes, I'm gonna win this competition. My name is Emilio! And like lifts this short bow and then turns back around.
Gerald's kind of leaning towards over Galen, and I thought I was a ham.
I take back everything I said about your pizzazz. That's just ridiculous.
I believe it's called extra.
Do you think he probably just has thaumaturgy on him?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Also note that the name was Amelia.
Amelia. Huh.
You know, Galen's gonna go. Yeah, wait. Hold on.
No touching that one. Nope.
Nope.
Transport?
You don't know. It's a tiny little songbird named Amelia with a deep fucking voice. It's weird.
Sounds like Dr. Girlfriend. One of my favorite quotes from Dr. Girlfriend was they're in the changing room of someplace and like, yes, I belong here. I just have a deep voice. It's just so out of left field. Because the other girl's in there giving her looks. It's like, yes, I belong. Fucking great.
Galen's gonna just turn to Gerald. Let's just enjoy the show, despite that.
Well,
All right.
kind of like, he still look real awkward. He's trying not to look at Warwick. He's just like, staring forward.
So, the groundhog jumps up and stands on a pedestal off to the side and goes, announcing and presenting the release of the arrows. May I give you Speaker Warwick Nightfeather? And there's another uproarious applause as he just kind of gently waves, and he steps forward a little bit and goes, archers, raise your bows. The moose and the songbird notch an arrow and wait. And he goes, and release. Make your attack rolls. Hold on. This is, by the way, a competition of 4 different shots.
It's a short bow, right?
Short bow, yep.
Okay. Cool. 26.
You said 14 Zinzies? Okay.
13.
Sorry. Okay. Attack. 19.
19, wow. Alright, you all release your arrows simultaneously. Zinzies, you release, and it hits the target towards one of the second red one, and you do pretty well. Next, over we have Pete, who's right to your left, and his hits in the same general area that yours does. Just maybe a little bit further in, but not much. We have Red, who hits damn near center. Still not
Red?
quite. Not Red,
What?
Rivia. I'm so sorry.
Ooh.
I'm
Wait a
trying.
minute.
Rivia, I've done so good so far. And you watch as
Sarah really
Amelia?
wants this to be a Robin Hood moment.
Amelia releases and it hits dead center with a natural 20.
Shit!
This tiny little songbird just goes, and gets ready to and starts to notch another one.
My goodness, that was impressive.
Warwick stands up, approaches, looks at all of the arrows and goes, "First round goes to Amelia. Next round, notch your arrows," and has now ducked back over to the side and out of the way. Ready, and release, and everyone release.
Oh, for goodness sakes. No. 14.
14, okay.
9.
9,
I
alright.
just love the number 9 tonight.
I'd
Roll
also-
a natural 3.
I'd also like to remind members of the audience can try and sneak away to interfere if they were so inclined. Zinzi's, Pete, and Amelia. Actually, Zinzi's, yours hits, but it's like just on the edge. Pete and Amelia, it doesn't even hit the target. They hit a 4 and a 5. It's just not even on the target. Red, yours hit about in that second.
Rivia.
Well, I mean, okay, look. What's hilarious about this is part of the reason is that you are Rivia the Red Robin.
Red Robin.
Wait, no,
Yum.
you're an
Yum.
American Robin, though.
An American Robin.
Yeah.
Not a red Robin.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why my brain has suddenly decided to give up.
You're good.
The speaker goes around. Yes, Gwen.
I'm so sorry, dear. Can I see anything that's happening from my balcony?
This I'll say sure.
Okay, then I believe Zinzi's last roll was a natural 20.
Zinzi's, you,
Does
as you go to release, you think your hand starts to wobble, and then you feel a surge of energy, and you take a deep breath before you release, and it hits dead center.
Your heart, you will understand.
is Portland just anything you can see, or does it have a 60-foot range?
I think it's C.
Either way, roll of fun. I think that's awesome. I can say that the competitors are within 60 feet of the balcony.
Here's that you can see.
Nice. All right.
But it just takes a minute to like peek over the balcony, like.
DM, can I try something real quick?
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and see if anyone's doing any cheatsy bullshit.
You are welcome to
Tell me with
cast...
cheesy bullshit, asshole.
More. Oh no! The game's not gonna say anything about Zinzi's because biased, but more anyone like the other two.
Make your roll.
It's not a roll. It's like with Detect Magic, it just happens.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So, for the duration you sense presence of magic within 30 feet of you, if you sense any magic, you can use your action to see a faint aura around the visible creature or object.
Yep, you are right. I was mistaken. You don't see anything on Pete the Moose. You notice a little bit of a thaumaturgy kind of thing coming from the songbird.
Kind of go like, huh.
All right. Speaker Warwick goes around and checks all of the targets once more before raising a wing and saying, "Winner this round, Zinzi's." There is once more a great applaud going through the crowd as he resets himself back where he belongs and says, "Archers, knock your arrows."
Okay, so I don't know. I want to see if I can do this. Funnily enough, there's a
Fire
particular
that squirrel!
ability that the loot has, aside from Meteor, the Secret Sonata, where it gives like people in my party within a certain range, it turns a spell slot. Could I use this instead to give them both an inspiration for the roll?
I have a question before that. You said besides casting meteor, is that what you just said?
Yes, besides casting Meteor, I just
Jesus Christ.
I may offer overpowered homebrew items. It's fine.
it's fine.
Sure. We'll do that. Even if it's just for this particular competition, because again, it's just fun. Sure.
Yeah.
So, Zinzi's and Rivia, you can both take a Bardic Inspiration. What is your Bardic Inspiration die?
That is a good question. It's a D6.
A D6. Alright, so you both can add a D6 to your next roll. Speaker Warwick goes back.
He's kind of hiding in the background, doing the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Speaker Warwick goes back to his seat, puts his hand up and goes, "Third shot. Notch your arrows." Everybody notches. Raise and release. Take your rolls.
Gonna use my inspiration.
Sure.
18.
18?
20.
All
Alright.
right. That's it. Oh, by the way, Zinzi's, a natural 20 brings you up to what?
No, I just rolled 20. I rolled
From
a
the last
15 and
one.
then I rolled inspiration.
Yeah, from the last one.
Oh, from the last one, that would have been a 26.
26. Okay. All right. So you all notch and release and watch those arrows go flying. Rivia, yours gets so close to center and just misses it. Zinzi's, yours aims dead and true. Pete's hits the white next to the red. He's doing really great. And Emilius goes flying off into the woods behind.
Yeah.
Hear
You
the
watch this
Wilhelm
little
scream in the distance.
You watch this little songbird go, "Damn it."
I know y'all are my party, but I want Amelia to win.
It's just so fun.
Warwick goes through, and actually, you know what? Rivia and Zinzi's, make an insight check for me real quick.
9.
This is a very strange songbird.
21.
Rivia, this is an actual child who has snuck into the competition.
I'm using thaumaturgy to make them sound themselves older.
Yep.
Sorry. That beat is still a nuke.
Speaker Warwick walks around, checks all of the targets, and once again says, "And again, on this third round, we have Zinzi's in the lead." There is an uproar of applause. Everyone is getting into it, really excited. He goes back to his station and goes, "Knock your arrows. Pull and release." Give it a roll.
21.
15.
All right, and
I'll get you guys a D6.
oh yes, did either of you use your d6s this time?
I
or
already
last time?
have.
Okay. Rivia, if you would like, you can use that D6 inspiration.
No.
No? Okay. You all release your arrows. You watch as Pete goes flying and hits a tree behind. You watch as Amelia's hits the target in that third ring of red. You watch as Zinzi's hits the white right next to the center of the red. And you watch as Rivia's hits dead center.
I'm gonna become like Rivali.
Warwick walks around, checks all of the targets, and says, "It appears we have a split with 2 successes from Rivia and 2 successes from Zinzi's. I believe the only way we can solve this is with one more shot between the 2.
Yikes.
You watch as Pete just kind of shrugs his shoulders and walks off. He's just happy he got to compete. He's very Canadian. And you have...
I'm just happy to participate.
I'm just happy I'm allowed to be here, eh? I appreciate it. And you have Amelia who just kind of kicks at the dirt and then disappears off into the crowd.
Frick!
It's now left Zinzi's and Rivia. They move all the targets out except for one. And you two are standing side by side. He says, "We will continue to fire at the same time. However, you are both aiming at the same target this time. Notch your arrows."
Wow,
Roll off.
Already
Roll
hit the
off.
eyes.
we both getting this far.
Zinzi's is just focused on the target. She's like tunnel visioned on it.
Rivia's just like, this is fun. I'm just happy to be here.
Raise and release. Roll your attack.
17.
17!
What?
We both rolled.
Double sudden death.
Oh my god.
You both pull back with the greatest focus. Breathe simultaneously. And release. And it hits the exact same spot on either side of the bullseye. Ward comes over. Under the circumstances, considering the skill we have here to present, I believe it is best that we duplicate the prize. And he motions to the back, and the groundhog comes out, not with one satchel of gold on a pillow, but now 2, and presents them before you both. A bag each.
Ow.
You can each add 100 gold to your inventory.
Hey, I'm making bank today.
Yee, let's go.
Zinzi looks at the bag of gold. I think of how many pastries I can get with this.
Warwick.
You could terrorize some mop-pots.
Yeah. Warwick takes a moment and goes, "I would like to thank all of the competitors who decided to come out today." And looks down at you, Zinzi's, and goes, "Ah, a member of a town's guard. Exactly what I expect. Exactly what I would expect from someone protecting the people." And you almost see a little smile on his very stoic face before he walks away.
I lean to Revia. I think I might still be hallucinating, but I think he just smiled.
Did I see it?
Yeah, you saw it.
No, I don't think you are hallucinating. I saw it too.
But I know that dude never smiles.
You have
Oh.
seen him a couple times, and he has yet to break his poker face, ever. He is like hardcore military man.
That's impressive. But it's really I'm very impressed with your skill. I did not expect to get as far as I did.
Being honest, I haven't shot a bow in a while. Because I have these and I point to the not one but two guns I have on my
Rivia, you can
Well,
make a history check to see if you know what those are.
I mean, one looks like a trumpet,
Sure.
one looks like a regular revolver.
Your family's been around a while, so it's going to be a little bit lower of a DC for you, I think, than anyone else.
5.
5? She's
I rolled
pointing to
really
some... Yeah, she's pointing to something on her hip, and you're just like, okay. There's no connection. You have no idea what she's referring to. The crowd has started to disperse, and Galen and Gerald, you are able to approach.
Ash the, the instrument. Well, that was entertaining. Well done, both of you.
Thank you.
Why was there a child competing using the thaumaturgy? Like,
Oh shit.
did they really think that it was gonna go?
Galen,
Well?
make an insight check to see if you actually did notice it was a child. You saw the thaumaturgy. I don't know if you saw it was an actual child.
We were both very confused. That's what we get around. Very confused by this small thing.
That's a dirty 20.
That was an actual child.
Yeah.
Whole lot of
I
stuff.
looked at Galen, I'm like, look at me, I could pass for a kid.
We know better.
That's you know better, have more experience, but you're not using thaumaturgy to make you sound like, well, like sound like Pete did, out of a very small voice, very small body.
Well, maybe he just wanted to feel big and tough.
That's fair enough. It
You
was very
shouldn't
confused.
judge people for that.
It was just very strange. Not judging, just perplexed.
It sounds like judgment to me.
Oh, how I've missed you.
I just give him a slow blink.
Hold on. Oh, fuck. The fuck happened? Sorry, my computer wigged out for a moment.
That fun.
But I thought they... No, never mind. I thought I had something, but I don't.
Okay.
Is
While you guys are catching up then, we're going to jump over to Gwendolyn real quick. Gwendolyn, you went back to the house and have been hanging out near the balcony. You saw the competition, you heard the story in bits and pieces. And you're working on your hot tub?
Oh, of course, dear. You know, I've heard that story a million times. It's practically canon at this point. As I'm reciting verbatim while I work, I do take a break to peek over and see little Zinzi's and Rivia competing in the thing and work my little portent magic to know that Zinzi's got a bullseye. And then for the remainder, using just Druidcraft to create some lovely plant growth on the vines and the pergola over the newly installed hot tub, and of course checking the thermoregulator for the water.
I want to say you've got some choices here. So you
Okay.
can tell me which one you think works best for the situation or works better for you. It can either be Arcana, Nature,
Mhm.
or Performance to enact your vision here accurately.
All right, well, I'm going to go with Arcana.
Okay.
14.
14. All right. It takes you a while. You're taking your time to make sure you get it exactly the way you want. And because of that, it takes a little bit longer than you were expecting. But it does look quite gorgeous.
By the way, for the viewers at home, there's a pergola over a stone basin that has slowly been filling with like warm water, and Gwen is working on just like draping like ivy, maybe it's some lilac, a little
Wisteria.
bit of lavender. No, wisteria is not something you want.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a little toxic.
That's true. I'm thinking of just the aesthetic. You're right.
Yeah. But maybe like, some not trumpet vines, because those are also
Toxic. Yes, they are very,
right?
and they keep choking
Yeah.
trees in the ground. It's fine.
So yeah, like lilac, lavender, and jasmine, I think, are the
Ooh.
3 flowering plants that just have like, it's kind of like an arch, sort of like weaves through the pergola, which of course is like a slatted, open roof thing. And then as soon as Gwen's done with that, she's gonna like take off her shawl and hop in the hot tub and take a dip.
Okay. You are easily able to do that, enjoying the nice, calm peace away from the festival grounds.
And then Gwen's gonna do that thing that hedgehogs do and just sort of whoop into a little ball and just be like floating there with her nose up, just like.
Very nice. Very easily done. You now have a functional hot tub in your chambers.
Fuck, my son is in town.
Yes, he is. I was waiting for you to remember this
I
all night.
probably get out of this hot tub, but it feels so good. Oh.
I was literally like, we need to make a reference to this tonight. I have plans.
30 more minutes shouldn't hurt.
While you are enjoying your hot tub, Showery, you went over to the blacksmith's.
Yes.
You enter the blacksmith's, and while normally there are 2 individuals working, today there are only 1. Today it is just the honey badger who is there. Who I... Tommy?
Tommy?
I'm again forgetting the names of my NPCs that I have not quite made it to NPC tracker. It's fine.
Sorry.
I was like, oh, it's fine. I don't need to. No, I did absolutely forget that. Anyway, so you are able to enter, and it is open and functional. You walk in. There are a couple individuals inside the shop already. It looks like it's a hedge and 2 mawpox walking around in the shop. And the owner is currently working behind the forge.
Hello, dear.
Oh, hello there. What can I get for you?
Actually, I was stopping by to see how the work on the forge is coming.
Oh,
I'm hoping,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get that installed soon.
Well, we've got most of the metal work done already. It looks like it's just going to come down to some of the assembling of the parts that you need and some of the stone work that you might need.
I know it's a bit more complicated than your average forge. It's fine.
It's no worries. We're actually, after the festival is over, we'll be making the delivery to your place to make sure that we get it installed properly.
Oh, great. So that was my main reason for the visit, is just to check in. My second
course.
is, I was wondering if you might have fine metalwork, like little cogs or springs or other tedious machinery.
I kind of say that I've dabbled in that very much. Do you have any examples of what you might be looking for?
So I reach into my bag of holding and I pull out the broken clamshell makeup thingy that I found at Sprinkles, and I explained to him that I'm looking to make a little device that would, like, you press the top of it and it like goes down and pops up and stays open, and then you can pull it up and it like springs back down. So I'm looking for little pieces that I'm looking to make 6 or 7 of these.
All right. I think we've got some wire that we can turn into a spring for you.
Oh, great.
And as this is happening, let's see. You don't notice. She knows this. You see one of the Mawpoks that had been wandering around just kind of has now come over and is peeking over your shoulder a little bit, but hasn't said anything.
Hang on just a second. I'm going to use my last channel divinity of the day and read their thoughts.
Read their thoughts? Okay. Is this like detect thoughts, the spell? Where you can read the
I
surface
believe
thoughts
so.
without any...
I think it's...
Detect thoughts is where you don't need it unless you're trying to... Don't need to make a force roll unless you're trying to pry deep.
Yeah. Is it? Read thoughts. It's action. Choose creature. 60 feet. Wisdom saving throw 15.
But that's only. Is the spell called detect thoughts?
It's a channel divinity. Read thoughts.
Okay. All right.
I can read the surface thoughts as long as it's within 60 feet for a minute, and then I can cast suggestion for free within that minute.
Okay. All right, then. That's pretty cool. Then, yes, you were able to read her surface thoughts pretty easily. She's quite fascinated by what she's seeing. You can almost see her intricately thinking the way to kind of arrange the spring and create the clasp and work with that fine, minute work. And you also know that she probably has some scrap with her in her bag that you might be able to use. And then you see her, she just kind of like waves over to the other Mawpok, but he's not paying any fucking attention. He's looking at knives. And she's just like...
I'll turn around. Well, aren't you the clever one? See what you got going on up there.
She just kind of gives like a little confused look.
That's all I do. I like your thought process. Are you looking to make a little bit of coin? Do you think you could make 6 of these? And I kind of describe a little more to them rather than the blacksmith exactly what I'm looking for.
He's just watching this intently, like, all right. It goes back to work. She pulls out a little book out of her bag and starts sketching it out. And you guys are able to sketch out and kind of work the way that you want it to look. Eventually, the other Mawpok does notice what's happening and goes over and he's just like, why can't I take you anywhere without you immediately making a friend?
Yeah, I got nothing for that. Just keep on going with the design.
The hedge then shortly comes over and is like, oh, are you guys all right?
actually thinking about having a commission. What is your name?
Oh, the hedge actually is the one who keeps speaking and goes, "Oh, this is Corey," pointing at the girl, and goes, "And ignore her brother. That's Endo. He's kind of an asshole." And Endo just goes and smacks him on the head. He's like,
Oh my god!
Watch
and
it.
those were both of the Moppox?
"They're the Moppox, yeah."
Okay.
And I'm and he holds out a hand and goes, "And I'm Derek. It's nice to meet you."
I'm Shouty. Nice to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you. What exactly are we working on here?
So you know how when you go into dark places, you need light, generally. Some of us can see a little bit better in the dark, but not a lot. I have a way of
Certainly.
creating eternal light, but it needs to be able to snuff out. So I would like to create these little clamshell clicker thingies with a light inside of them.
Yeah, that's quite clever.
Thank you. I call them flashlights.
Interesting name choice. Well, I can appreciate that. Hopefully Corey can help you.
From
Certainly.
what I gathered, and I give her a wink, she can manage just fine.
She kind of turns over to her brother and signs a few things, and he rolls his eyes and looks at you and just goes, "She's got some shit in her bag that might be able to help, you know." And she starts
wonderful.
rummaging through and pulls out some of the scrap metal that you can easily. And the two of you basically just sit in the blacksmith's and start making shit.
Awesome.
Make me a tinkerer's roll. It's usually
okay.
your sleight of hand. Do you have tinkerer's tools?
I was just about to say, I believe I do. Let me double check. Inventory. Tinker. Yes, I do. I pulled them out of my bag folder.
All right, you have advantage because Corey is helping you.
Oh my god, that's a natural 20 and a natural 1.
We love that advantage.
Yeah. And that's a dex. So
it's basically your sleight
27
of
total?
hand. It's your sleight of hand.
Okay. Are those?
So it would be your dex plus your, if you are proficient in Tinker's Tools,
Plus-
it's your dex plus your
yeah.
proficiency.
Okay, so 27 total.
Oh, yeah. It takes you guys a while because these are very small pieces, and the owner of the forge actually does help you in creating some of the more delicate pieces. He's able to help wrap the wire into the spring form. Able to pop holes to make hinges, things like that. And you have a flashlight. You can add it to your inventory. I was gonna say, if it wasn't a natural 20, it would have been like, you got the groundworks, but it's a natural 20, so you fucking succeeded.
I mean, technically, I still have to go get other parts to complete it.
In the hinge part is complete.
The mechanical work is done.
Exactly.
Awesome. Now, was that just for one?
How many were you trying to make?
6.
I'll say it worked
Total.
for 2 of them.
Okay, I got 2 mechanical pieces. I can copy
But
these.
you have the skills now and the materials to do it on your own. That it's going to lower the DC in the future.
Cool. All right. I would like to give. Let's see, where is my inventory? Oh, okay. I'm gonna give Corey 50 gold. As
Corey
thanks.
actually just kind of and starts to do this when you start to hold out the money. Are you still reading her mind, or is that limited time?
It lasted only for a minute,
It
unfortunately.
lasted only for a minute? Okay.
But I think I have read thoughts. I might. Nope, I do not.
Okay. She starts to sign to her brother, who's just like, "What? That's fucking 50 gold." And she's like, and he's like, "She
It's
just
okay.
likes to tinker. She didn't want the fucking money."
Well, I still want to give it to you. Take this as a gift, if anything. Give it away, even. Pay it forward. But please,
Yeah,
I
you
would
can pay
like
it
to.
forward to me. And he gets smacked.
Just for that, I'm going to pull out a silver and just flick it at him as hard as I can.
Make an attack
Doing.
roll. Make an attack
All right.
roll.
Actions. This is plus 4. 15 total.
I think that hits. He doesn't have very high armor class. Yeah, that hits. Fucking bitch. And he gets
And I
like this
continue to hand.
nasty look from Corey.
And I continue to try and hand over the 50 gold to Corey.
She just
It's
kind of gives
okay.
you one of those.
I'm rather well off at the moment.
And she takes it, and then you can see that Derek is just kind of laughing at all of this. Like, this is normal for him. Before he says, "Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and glad you figured out what you needed to do. I guess we'll see you around."
Most definitely, I will most definitely be back. I'm rather tinkery myself, so always in need of new supplies.
And he just kind of turns.
Speaking of,
by the
go
way,
ahead.
these are patrons. They don't
Mhm.
work there. They're just patrons. You see, Endo has now like grabbed 3 daggers and has put them on the counter. He's like, he's still got like a little mark that you can see through the fur. And he pays.
I'm sorry. So
pays.
Derek was the hedge, or
Derek is the hedge. Endo and Corey are the hawks.
Okay. So when you said Derek, I figured the forge worker.
No.
sorry.
His name is.
Was something
I want
else.
to say it was David. I could be
Okay. That's fine.
wrong.
I'm sorry.
But yeah. You can actually make a perception check for me.
Ooh, okay. I think I'm good at those.
As you're now like paying attention to those who are around you and not focusing on your craft. 1. Okay. They wish you well. They grab their daggers, they pay the man, and they leave.
Yeah. That was great.
You're super fascinated by this creation and not really paying attention to much else.
Yeah, I am. So now I'm really excited to actually get one fully working.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a jewelry shop around?
Make a perception check.
Oh, much better. 23.
23? Yes, and you were able to find it, but we will pick up there next time because it is almost midnight.
All right.
I hope you all had fun. Mitch, I'm glad you're able to join us.
Hey, you're muted. Yay.
Yep, it's good to be back for a brief moment. I may be back next time.
You're always invited.
It just depends on work, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Work is a butt.
Always a
Always a big butt.
I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Good, I'm glad. Well, we're just
Did you-
gonna wrap up the stream real quick before we head off into our conversations. So for those of you who are still watching, thank you for hanging out with us this long. I'm glad you guys, I hope you guys had as much fun as we do, or at least that I do, because I enjoy this a lot, and I just hope you guys do too. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time for Humblewood, 1 week time for World of Pandora, 3 days for Idrisil or Clone Wars, 4 days for GKC. Yeah, 6 days for Fandelver. We'll be back. We're back a lot.
Oh yeah.
Not
Been back
necessarily on
time,
this
been back
channel,
time.
but we're back a lot.
D&D for life. It's D&D.
But thank you all for joining us, and I hope you had fun. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.